Hello everyone, this is your girl Chocolate Bunny 94 and welcome to my channel. Today I got something special for you guys. That's right. My K-pop audition experience. Woo! 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 Yeah. So, as you guys don't know, I have been to 4 auditions, which were YG, SM, JYP, and FNC. And today I'm going to be sharing about my audition experience with those auditions. This is just to really give you guys, tell you about my experience so you guys kind of know what to expect when you go to these certain auditions. Now these were my experiences. I don't know how your experiences will be, but they're kind of pretty much the same, but different per company, between each company. And like this, just to let you know what to expect on your next audition. So I'll start this video off with the auditions first, and then I'll give you some tips later on after the video. So let's go. Like I said before, I've gone to YG, SM, JYP, and FNC in those order, so I'll be starting with the oldest one to my most recent one. So my first one was, I went to the YG 2012 global auditions in New York City. It was really New Jersey because it was outside of New York City, but whatever. Also forgive me if I keep looking down because I got my notes right here, so sorry in advance. I can't remember what my audition number was at the time. I know I auditioned in June of 2012, and it was at the Doubletree Hilton Garden Inn at New Jersey. See, New Jersey. Okay, so from my experience, I was 18 at the time. I had just graduated high school, and this was my first audition. I didn't really know what to expect. For my audition, I rapped, I sung, and I danced. I had made my own remix to, this is going to date me, to Vanessa Hudgens' Baby Come Back, and my remix was I sung the chorus, and I made like a little rap part in the middle of it, so yeah, I can't even remember my rap, to be honest with you. And for my dance, I danced to Beyonce's Upgrade Ya, Tana, let me upgrade you, upgrade ya, Tana. Yeah. So for my experience, I was not a walk-in for that audition. Actually, for all of my auditions, I was never a walk-in. I signed up previously beforehand, and you know they say that when you sign up to bring some kind of identification to identify yourself, but when I went up to get my number and use my passport or whatever to like identify myself, they didn't even look at my passport. They just gave me my number. I was like, oh, okay. Sorry I can't remember my number for you guys, but that audition was kind of a hot mess because I had already previously signed up before, but people that were walk-ins were going ahead before me. Like my audition was at 2 and I got there at like 11 or 12. Because you know they say you're supposed to be early for your audition, so that's what I did. And they told me I couldn't audition until my time, but like I was supposed to audition at 2, but I didn't get to audition until like after 6. Okay, and mind you, the auditions end at like 7:30, so like that was kind of pushing it. Like it's like they would let a group of people who signed up previously go, and they let a group of walk-ins go, which I don't think that was necessarily fair, but whatever. I ain't making no way, so. But yeah, that's basically how my the waiting was. And the actual audition, um, there's you if you've watched previous audition experience videos, like they say before, there's a judge. There was a judge. It was a guy judge, and there was a lady, and she was working the camera. The lady spoke English. The guy, I don't think he did. And there was they took us 5 at a time with a group. I know there was 4 girls, including me, and 1 guy. And I was the second to last to go. And I think my group was also the last group of sign-ups before they took all the rest of the walk-ins. So, yeah. And for as far as the length of my audition, I got to sing majority of my song except for maybe like the last bit of the chorus. And I did my rap. It's like I sung what the singing part that I sung the chorus, and then I did my rap. And then they stopped me after that. And for my dance, they let me perform the majority of my dance, except for maybe like the last maybe 5 or 10 seconds, which is good, which I thought was really good. So, yeah. Moving on to my next audition. My next audition was my SM auditions. I went to the Global SM auditions for 2013 in Washington, D.C. Those auditions were probably, for me anyway, the most I guess you could say unsatisfying auditions, because for SM's global auditions, a lot of people usually, so like during the SM auditions, I think that's when a lot of people usually show up. And because they put so many people in a group at one time when they audition you, it's kind of like, I feel like it's, even though I guess it seems more efficient, I don't think it is the best strategy to take to really look at somebody's talent and really judge somebody's talent. Because, you know, when you're in the group of 10, you only get so much time to go, especially when there's like a lot of other people to go after you. So you really get cut off. And the lady judge, when I went there was like a lady judge, and she was looking down most of the time, especially when someone was singing. But I've heard rumors that say the reason why she's looking down and on her phone, because like they're checking to see what like your pitch or whatever, like if you're hitting the right notes in your tone or whatever. But I don't know. But I will say this. On this particular audition, I did see somebody get called back, like right there in front of me. And it was this Asian girl. She had a really good voice. And she kind of fit the look SM usually goes for. Like she was slender and she was pretty, but her voice was really nice. Like she had a really nice, I guess, soprano voice. And I guess SM tends to go for more soprano voices, especially when it comes to girls. Because, you know, if you look at SNSD, and if you look at FX, even Red Velvet, they tend to go for more soprano voices. So, because there were other girls there too that had soprano voices. And also, if you didn't know, I met, do you guys know Coco Avenue? Do you know... Oh gosh, I'm pronouncing her name wrong. Is it Sharon? Not Sharon. But she used to be at Coco Avenue. She used to have really long red hair. She was actually at that audition, and I got to meet her. She's also in Double the Fire. They're really good. I need to check them out. Um, she's the girl in Double the Fire. And she was actually at the audition, and I got to meet her mom, which I thought was really cool. So, yeah, I thought that was really cool. But, yeah. From my SML, oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys about how my audition went. Well, you know, it's the same thing. You go, and there's like this big backdrop in the back of you, and you're like in a group. They line you up in a group of 10, and they go, and there's a lady judge, and then there's the camera person. The camera person usually speaks English. They're usually the one that speak English, because the judge, she didn't speak English. She was literally going to the cameraman to translate to her. So, yeah. So if you had the look, you instantly got called back, like right there. How they called her back was like she sung her song, her audition piece, but they asked her to sing another song in a different pitch, and she did that. And then they asked her to stay behind for further, I guess, I don't know what happened. We tried to ask her what happened too afterwards, but I guess so many people were just like, they're just running up to her, kind of scared her. I wonder what she's doing now. I wonder if she's actually in SM now. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so moving on. Moving on to my JYP auditions. Okay, so for my JYP auditions, I actually do have my number, bitch. Yes. It's B14. I was B14. I went to the JYP audition, the 2014 JYP Global Auditions in Beijing, China. The reason why I was in Beijing, China is because I was studying abroad for that semester, and JYP was having their global auditions, and they were coming to Beijing, and I was like, hell yeah, I want to go. I'm in the fucking city. Why not? Yeah! So I went. And I went November 23rd, 2014. And it was at the Career Center the Korean Career Center in Beijing is where the auditions were being held. So as for my experience goes, I was the only black person there. Basically, I was the only non-Asian there. So, yeah. So I stuck out. I stuck out like a sore thumb. But I went regardless. I went anyways, and it was lots of fun. And literally a week prior, or like maybe 3 days prior to going to the audition, I got a sore throat. And so when I sung, I sounded like a croaked frog. That was sad. But I still auditioned, nonetheless. I still went. And this audition was also, they had like, when we auditioned, they let us wait in the waiting room like most auditions. And they took us up in groups of 10. they had one separate group that were just dancers and one group that was just singers. Oh yeah, I meant to tell you, for SM and JYP auditions, you could only do one or the other. Like you could either be a singer or you can be a dancer or an actor or model, whatever. You couldn't do any other things. Those are just the only things you could do. So I was a singer. I just wanted to try my luck, but you know, guess my luck wasn't good enough. But yeah, so they took us up in group of 10s. I was in the singing group. They had the singing group in one room, and the one judge was doing that, and they had another judge for the dancers. In this audition, instead of auditioning like, you know how you're auditioning like a whole group goes into a room and one by one they like to tell you to do your auditions. No, this one was completely different. This audition, they took you up in the group, but everyone went into the room one by one. So it was like you literally had your own private audition. When it was time for my audition, I went in the room. And the judge actually spoke to me. Where they do that at? But yeah, I went in the room, and I was really shocked. He said hello. I think he's from America, because when I heard his accent, it was very. He didn't have like an Asian accent. I think he was from the United States of America. But he said hello, and I was like, "안녕하세요," trying to show off my Korean skills. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't tell me to start. He just looked at me, and I guess that was supposed to mean go when you ready. So I was like, okay, I'll go when I'm ready. So I sung my song, and the song I sung a Korean song. Actually, I was really trying my luck this time. I sung a Korean song, and it was 21's Appa, It Hurts, and I sung that. And they always tell you when you go to these auditions to always start where like the height of the chorus is, or like where the height of the song is. So I started at the chorus, you know, let them know I got the vocals though. Okay. So I did that, and he ain't stopped me, girl. I was like, well, I just kept singing and singing, and I got done with the chorus, and he was just writing things down. He kept he was looking at me in my eyes. We had this connection going. We had this connection. Okay, I was singing to him. All right, girl. All right. He was kind of cute too. I'm just saying, but we had this going. Okay, we was here. We was here, and he didn't stop me. So I was just like, well, fine. I'm just gonna go on to the next verse. So I sung a chorus, I sung the entire verse, and I sung a chorus again, and then I sung part of the bridge, and then he cut me off there. I sung for a very long time, even with my hoarse-ass voice. Oh, but yeah, and he even gave me a tip. He told me next time, don't be so nervous. I didn't think he knew I was sick, and I was kind of nervous at the same time because my voice was kind of shaky a little bit, especially in some of the high notes. But I was just so shocked he let me sing that long. I've never sung that long before. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. He actually talked to me, and he was very nice, and he was very friendly. I think out of all the auditions, this is probably one of the most friendliest atmospheres that I've been in. And yeah, that was my experience. And also, there was no camera. There was like no camera person, because you know there's usually a judge and a camera person. For this one, there was no camera person. It was just him. And I guess, you know, he would just be making notes and stuff. So I guess, well, as you were auditioning, so I guess he didn't need a camera person. So, yeah. Moving on. Woo! Y'all know I got the vocals. My last audition that I have recently, sorry, just checking to see if my camera still recording. My last audition that I have recently went to was my FNC auditions, and I went to my FNC auditions last year. I went to the 2015 FNC Global Auditions in Seattle, Washington, okay? My auditions were on June 13th, 2015, and my number was 15. I was number 15, so yes, I was there early, girl. And the audition was hosted at KOAM TV. KOAM TV? Some Korean TV station, y'all. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, that's basically where it was. And this was probably the smallest audition I've gone to out of all the auditions I've been to. And I think the reason why, because, you know, FNC is still a pretty new company. And to say that they've come so far, like this far, they've been doing really good. So, and I think this was like this was also their first global audition. So, yeah. But this audition was probably one of the strangest auditions and the most friendliest auditions and the most chill, relaxed ones, because the judges were literally, because, you know, it was such a small audition, like literally only 45 or 48 people showed up. I'm serious. Like, I'm dead serious. There was only probably like 48 people. Literally, the last person was probably like 48 people. And you know what? I've also watched other people's like their experience at FNC, and they said like literally probably like 40, 45, 48 people was like the average of people that showed up. Girl. So, you know, this audition was kind of the same as the JYP audition. It was a one-on-one audition because, you know, there was a smaller crowd, so they had more time to really interview you and really see your potential. I think this was probably one of the best auditions out of all of them because they really were so interactive with you. I went in there. It was time for my audition. I went in and they asked me my name to introduce myself and where I'm from. And I told them and everything. I told them I came all the way from South Carolina to Seattle, girl. All the way across the okay, this is America, okay? I'm down here, Seattle's up here. Like, I literally went to the other coast, okay, girl? Girl. So, yes, I came from South Carolina to Washington. They were pretty surprised that I even came that far. So, for my auditions, I sung what's that Maroon 5 song? Sugar? Oh baby, don't care where you are. I just wanna be there when you are. I gotta get one sugar. Yes, please. Won't you come and put it down on me? Yeah, I didn't sing it like that, but that's the song I sung. And I danced to A. Marie. There's just one thing that got me tripping. Hey, just one thing that got me tripping today. So, yeah, A. Marie, One Thing. And so they asked me to sing. They literally let me sing. Again, I started at the chorus, because, you know, got to start at the chorus. But then they let me sing past the chorus. And I sung a verse. And I sung the chorus again. And then I sung the bridge. Like, literally, I finished the entire song. And then they asked me to sing a Korean song. And I was like, bitch, what? You want me to sing another song? Okay. I mean, but unfortunately, I did not practice a Korean song because I did not expect for them to let me sing another song. So, but it's gonna be another one of my tips. So, girl, look out, look for it, wait for it, wait for it. But yeah, they asked me to sing a Korean song, and so I was like, oh shit, like, what am I gonna sing? I don't know any Korean songs except for Appa, so I had to sing Appa, and it was terrible because I ain't practiced it, and this girl, let's not talk about it. And then they let me do my dance, which I had made up like 2 days in advance. Girl, I was so unprepared. What is gonna be in my little tips? Okay, be prepared, honey. That's one of my tips. Be prepared. Cause girl, you don't know what they're gonna ask you to do. So, but yeah, girl, my audition was kind of a hot mess. The only thing that was good was my sugar rendition because that was the only thing I practiced. Oh, Lordy Jesus. But yeah. And then they asked me more questions. I forgot what they asked me though. Like, they asked me, I think they asked me, am I a student? And then they asked me this really weird question. They asked me, they want, is there like any comments or constructive criticism or like anything they want to say about them? Girl, I don't, like, I'm not used to that, so girl, I didn't know what to say. And apparently nobody else knew what to say because, I mean, what can I tell you? Give me a contract. Sign me up, girl. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. That's literally the only thing I'm going to, like, I mean, what else could I tell you? Like, what about that contract, though? Like, am I FNC or not? Like, what do you mean? Girl, I didn't know how to answer that question. So I was like, nah, y'all doing a great job to me. And this audition is the same setup as the other auditions. They got their backdrop. Well, actually, did they have their backdrop? Yeah, they had their backdrop. They had the table of for the judges. There were actually 3 judges in this one. There was one that could speak English, and then there were 2 males and there was 1 female. One of the guys, he could speak English. The other guy, he couldn't, and the other guy, he actually walked out on his phone and then came back in. The girl, she couldn't speak that much English. But she also, there was no camera person. The girl kind of was the camera person, but she was recording on her, like, her phone. So it was kind of awkward because I didn't know where to look. Like, should I look at her phone? Should I look at the judge? Like, what should I do? You know? Ooh, I just spit all over the place. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then after that, I left. And I went back home. And I waited for their response. And I got none. But it's okay. You know, you don't win them all. You don't win them all. But yeah, that kind of wraps up my all my audition experiences. So yeah, as you can see, I failed all of them. So I don't think I'm the right person to be giving y'all advice, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just to help y'all out. Okay, so as for tips, just some simple tips. Okay, it's still recording. Don't be nervous like me. Okay, don't be having your voice shaking and just creaking and cracking all over the place, girl, because that ain't cute. That ain't cute. Okay. The judges, especially like the judges, they want to see your talent. So you really need to show them what you got, which leads me in. And so you can't really be nervous, because if you're nervous, that's just going to mess up your audition, and this is going to mess up your chance. Like, you pay, especially if like you're out of state or somewhere, you pay money to come here just to audition, and then you get nervous and you mess up. That's going to lessen your chances of getting in. So girl, don't do that. And also, to also help you not be nervous, which is going to lead you into the next tip. Girl, you see what I did? Be prepared. Yes, girl, you need to practice. You need to practice, you need to be prepared, okay? Be prepared. Always have more than one song ready. Like if you can, have up to 5 songs. 5 or more songs ready. At least 5 songs. In Korean, some in Korean, some in English. Ranging in pitches. Because they have been known, judges have been known to ask you to sing another song. Sorry, just seeing recording. Sing another song, but in a different pitch. And then they'll ask you to sing like an English song. Maybe they'll ask you to sing a Korean song. So, make sure you have songs in a variety. Be prepared, girl. Always have more than one dance. Always, if you're modeling, have more than one pose. Girl, you modeling, you need to have about like 10 of them things. If you're an actor, have more than one skit. I don't know about VJs or anything like that, because I never seen a VJ audition. So, but yeah. Also, as you're preparing these things, make sure you practice. Like, as you prepare your audition, like always, and prepare your audition, like prepare what you're going to do for your audition and practice it. Practice it, practice it, practice it. I literally cannot stress enough that you need to practice. Why do you think idols look so great on live stages? Why do you think they do so well when they perform? Because they practice non-stop. So you need to practice non-stop. You're going to be an idol. You're eventually going to be practicing non-stop just like them. If you get in, especially if you get in and you make it into a group, you're going to be practicing all day, all night. So girl, get it together. You need to practice. How you want to be Beyonce but then don't want to work like Beyonce? The bitch who does that. Also, this leads into my next tip, girl. If you practice, that will help you be confident. Yes, be confident. If you're not confident, then it's going to show in your performance. And it's not going to look good, girl. It's not going to look good. It's going to make you look like you're half-assing it and you're nervous and you don't know what you're doing, girl. If you're confident, you have to be confident. You have to have that power. Your confidence, like, you might not be the best singer and you might not be the best dancer, but if you have confidence, it shows. And also, dress to impress. Don't just be coming up in there just wearing anything. Like, especially like if you're singing, like make sure you dress to impress. Like, don't come in a prom gown or evening gown. Like, don't wear your Sunday's best. Like, dress casual, formal. Like, you can wear like a nice shirt and some jeans. That would be nice, Just really, really look nice. Really show them, really put your best foot forward, especially when you're auditioning, because that's their first impression of you, and first impressions count a lot. So, give them a good first impression. Lastly, bring snacks, jackets, and water, because you probably will be there a long time like I was. And you'll get hungry, and your throat will get all dry and crusty, and you're going to be cold because, girl, that AC is running, okay? It's running, okay? So, just that. And then the last one is to have fun. Just make sure you're having fun. You're auditioning to be in a K-pop group. What's not fun about that? That's awesome. Like, how many people can say they do that? How many people can say they do that? Not many. So, that's also very fun, especially if you get picked. Oh my gosh, that's great. And then you're going to be meeting a lot of people that have the same dreams as you and the same aspirations, and that's always fun. And then you guys can go and hang out afterwards and eat lots of food, and it's great. It's a great time. You're going somewhere different. You're going to meet new people and make new friends. It's fun. Like, it's a really fun experience. I recommend anybody to do it, especially if it's in your town. Go. It's free. Like, girl, go. You might get picked to be the next K-pop idol. You don't know. And so, that concludes my first vlog on my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. I enjoyed recording it for you guys, and I hope it provides a lot of information for you. Very informative for you. I hope it helped you out, give you some expectations of what might happen at your next audition. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Don't forget to check out, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my channel. Don't forget to check out my other social medias. I have a Tumblr, which I will post right here, and I also have a Twitter. Don't forget to check that out as well, and I will see you guys later. Bye!